Who listens to AM radio? That's always my question. When I think about it, it's got to be just some sort of like really rugged cowboy type guy on the open road in a beat-up truck.
Yeah, like that.
That idea that those are the only people listening to AM radio might be a little narrow, considering that I listen to AM radio sometimes. I was actually listening to 770 kkoB last week, and on their morning show, they had Governor Susana Martinez on. Susana Martinez was there mostly to talk about these. And I almost rarely think about these, unless maybe I'm cracking them out at a bar, trying to get into the bar, which, frankly, at my age, it's still pretty flattering that they're asking. In one segment of the show, though, they were accepting calls from listeners, and there was one call that I found particularly interesting.
I wonder if you took questions related to your position on the driver's license issue. As a mom, I'm very concerned about road safety, and I'm wondering, how does your proposal to increase the number of unlicensed drivers impact the number of traffic deaths and the overall safety of our roads? And secondly, related to that issue, can you please elaborate on how your proposal on this issue will actually increase car insurance rates for all New Mexicans?
Okay, well that seems like two pretty valid points to cover. I mean, on one hand, we've got our roads more unsafe when we have unlicensed drivers on them? And the second part of that is just, will this impact our insurance rates? The governor's response is a little bit long, and since this is a video, I don't want to just have a black screen with her response over it. It's a visual medium, so I am going to show a series of adorable cat videos while she's responding.
Yes, and actually that was the argument by the legislature when they passed the law to allow illegal immigrants to receive a driver's license, was that it would increase the number of insured drivers on the roadways in the state of New Mexico, when in fact we are still at the bottom of the list of insured drivers on the roadways in New Mexico, so it did not make any improvements. And secondly, the number of traffic deaths in New Mexico have actually gone down, particularly those related to alcohol. And so it did not certainly achieve what it intended to do, and instead it has caused a public safety issue in our state, because now we have people from around the world coming to the state of New Mexico, causing criminal acts, which is presenting fraudulent documents in order to pretend that they live in this state, getting that driver's license, leaving our state sometimes within less than 24 hours. They then have their driver's license mailed to them, and then they can go to any other state in the country, trade that driver's license, and now they have a driver's license that they can move around the country freely, undetected, get on airplanes, go into federal buildings, etc. And we, the state of New Mexico, allowed that to happen. It's a public safety issue that we have to take care of.
All right, let's continue now with...
Whoa, okay. I don't think she really answered much of the question. And that's okay, because I think I can clear things up a little bit. First, road safety. Okay, so AAA found that 21% of all fatal crashes from 1993 till 1999 involved drivers with no valid license. This is a huge percentage of people on the road driving illegally. Nobody knows exactly how many unlicensed drivers there are, but the number is projected to be somewhere in the millions. AAA found that unlicensed drivers are 66.36 times more likely to be in a hit-and-run driver than an actual licensed driver. And all of these statistics show the association between unlicensed drivers and hit-and-runs, which would make our roads more unsafe. This lends itself to the second part of the caller's question, the part about insurance rates. Insurance companies look at people as risks. Your location and its level of crime can raise your risk level. If we have more unlicensed, uninsured drivers, raising our percentages of hit and runs, then our location becomes more dangerous and it raises the risk level of everyone living here. If you're a person actively seeking to take licenses away from undocumented immigrants who come to this country to work hard for their families, you cause higher insurance rates. You can find out more information about what I found at the links that I've added in the video's description. But that's all for this week. So, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Either way, you should definitely talk about it in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe, because these videos are going to be coming at you every single Wednesday. So, I guess we'll see you then.